Welcome to AI Briefing. The content of the briefing includes the $10 million quest to ace a high school math test. China hops into Middle East growth as region veers away from oil. No one company can dominate generative AI, Amazon cloud chief. AUKUS to step up testing of maritime drones amid China buildup. What can Hong Kong gain in its Middle East forays? The $10 million quest to ace a high school math test. Wall Street Journal. XTX Markets, the algorithmic trading firm, is offering a $10 million prize for the development of an artificial intelligence (AI) model that can perform at the highest levels of the International Mathematical Olympiad (IMO). The AIMO prize will be awarded to the first team that can create a public AI model that meets the Olympiad's gold standard. The contest aims to accelerate the development of AI models that can reason mathematically. XTX Markets founder, Alex Jurko, who was placed 10th in Russia's nationwide high school math rankings, said he would pay the prize within 5 years. He added that whoever claims the prize could have a company worth $5 billion to $50 billion. China hops into Middle East growth as region veers away from oil. South China Morning Post. Chinese startups are increasingly eyeing the Middle East as a potential market for expansion. The region presents an attractive alternative as it seeks to develop tech-driven startup ecosystems and reduce reliance on fossil fuels. Trade between the Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC, and China has surpassed trade with the US and Euro area combined, and there is an estimated untapped trade potential of $178 billion between China and the Middle East and North Africa, MENA, region. The recent wave of investments in the region has focused on developing products that have the potential to benefit humanity and foster a better, more sustainable way of living through technological advancements. These investments align with the Middle East's commitment to renewable energy and reducing dependence on oil. Chinese companies such as Fourier Intelligence and WeRide have successfully invested in the region and have aligned their business models with the needs of Middle Eastern countries. No one company can dominate generative AI, Amazon cloud chief. Nikkei Asia. Amazon Web Services, AWS, CEO Adam Selipsky believes that no single company will dominate the field of generative artificial intelligence, AI. According to Selipsky, the best approach is to offer customers a range of options and models. He cited the value of adaptability and choice and mentioned that Amazon's cloud service is partnering with various companies including Anthropic, Meta Platforms, and Cohere. Selipsky also emphasized the importance of a multi-stakeholder approach, involving governments, academics, the scientific community, and nonprofit organizations, to strike a balance between AI safety and innovation. AUKUS to step up testing of maritime drones amid China buildup. Nikkei Asia. The US, UK, and Australia have agreed to launch an initiative on joint experiments with uncrewed maritime defense systems as part of the AUKUS Security Pact. The initiative will involve testing surface and undersea platforms to deliver new capabilities to the war fighting, including the use of artificial intelligence algorithms for anti-submarine warfare and force protection. The initiative reflects concerns over China's naval expansion and the fear that China is surpassing the US in naval power. AUKUS plans to launch an innovation challenge in early 2024 to develop advanced technology and establish an AUKUS industry forum. What can Hong Kong gain in its Middle East forays? South China Morning Post. The Hong Kong government is aiming to tap into the wealthy Middle Eastern market in an effort to diversify the city's economy. After 3 years of pandemic restrictions and strained US-China relations, Hong Kong is looking for new business opportunities. However, there are challenges that local firms face in the Middle East, including a lack of strong cultural links and knowledge of the region, as well as the unpredictability of the conflict between Israel and Gaza. Hong Kong companies have started signing partnership agreements with Middle Eastern companies, particularly in the technology industry. However, they lack on-the-ground support and face difficulties in initiating meetings with potential partners and government officials. OpenAI delays custom GPT store's launch. Axios. Reuters. OpenAI has postponed the launch of its custom GPT store until early 2024. The custom GPTs were introduced during OpenAI's first developer conference in November and were originally set to launch later that month. The delay comes after OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, was temporarily ousted and then reinstated following employee threats to quit. The GPTs are AI assistants that can perform real-world tasks, and users are expected to be able to share their GPTs and earn money based on the number of users. US-China rivalry, it's the science, stupid. SCMP opinion. The rivalry between the US and China extends beyond politics and economics to scientific research, with the two countries vying for dominance in breakthrough and frontier science. While the US remains the leader in breakthrough science, China's manufacturing ecosystem generates the applied science that makes these breakthroughs scalable and usable. Amidst the political tensions, politicians on both sides are recognizing the need for future collaboration in science and technology. The competition between the US and China in scientific research will have significant implications for their relationship and the future of global innovation. Adam D'Angelo bridges the past, future for OpenAI board. Wall Street Journal. Quora CEO Adam D'Angelo has been appointed as one of 3 new directors to the board of artificial intelligence AI lab OpenAI. D'Angelo, who is a former Facebook CTO, helped negotiate the return of Sam Altman as CEO after his ouster in October. He and Altman are now working together to shape the future of OpenAI, a company that had a board unlike most others, with a nonprofit governance structure and a for-profit subsidiary. D'Angelo's own company, Quora, competes with OpenAI's chatbot ChatGPT with its own product Poe. The Golden Bachelor delights with its positive portrayal of female friendship. It's about time. Yahoo! Fans of the reality TV show The Golden Bachelor have praised the program's portrayal of female friendship. Unlike other dating shows, the show's contestants, all over the age of 60, were supportive of each other and avoided slamming their competition. The camaraderie between the women has been hailed as refreshing, and viewers have called for a show featuring the contestants. Experts have said that female friendship is an essential part of many women's lives and should be better reflected in television programming. G7 agrees on first comprehensive guidelines for generative AI. Nikkei Asia. The Group of 7, G7, digital and technology ministers have agreed on the first international guidelines for artificial intelligence, AI, addressing issues such as misinformation. The guidelines, expected to be approved in early December, apply to both developers and users of AI. 11 of the 12 principles are taken from a voluntary code of conduct for AI developers agreed on by G7 leaders in October. The new principle calls for the promotion of trustworthy and responsible use of AI systems, specifically highlighting the risks associated with disinformation. The guidelines also call for the development of reliable authentication technology and protections for personal information and intellectual property. The G7 ministers have agreed on an implementation plan for next year and discussed the concept of data free flow with trust to facilitate cross-border data transfers. Israel lets AI help it figure out where to bomb in war-torn Gaza, and the number of targets has skyrocketed. Yahoo! The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, have been using AI to identify targets in Gaza, according to a report in the Israel-based Plus 972 magazine and Hebrew-language site Local Call. The system, known as Gospel, produces recommendations for targeting areas where Hamas or Palestinian Islamic Jihad, PIJ, militants may reside, which can then be attacked with airstrikes. The IDF claims to have targeted 12,000 locations during the recent conflict, with thousands more identified. Before the AI system was implemented, Israel could only produce 50 targets in Gaza in a year, according to the former IDF chief of staff. However, it is unclear how the system determines who is a Hamas militant, the human checks on the targeting program, or the number of militants and civilians killed in airstrikes. The IDF has not yet commented on the claims. The use of AI in warfare is not new, with examples in the ongoing Russian invasion of Ukraine. The US and China are also developing autonomous weapons. Sora Tanaka is a fitness-obsessed journalist. She also doesn't exist. The Sydney Morning Herald. Sports Illustrated has been accused of publishing articles written by artificial intelligence, AI, without disclosing it. An investigation by Futurism found that AI was used to generate fake headshots and biographies for writers, including Sora Tanaka, who claimed to be a product reviewer for the magazine. Sports Illustrated's parent company, the Arena Group, dismissed the allegations, saying the stories were sourced from third-party advertising firm Advon Commerce. The use of AI in newsrooms has raised concerns about the potential threat it poses to journalists. While AI can quickly produce copy, it is often factually inaccurate. Moreover, it does not require pay rises, annual leave, or suffer from burnout. Earlier this year, CNET was caught publishing dozens of AI-generated articles, which contained basic factual errors. BuzzFeed, meanwhile, has begun publishing AI-generated content, but clearly marks it as being the work of a computer. Experts have called for transparency and openness about how AI is used in newsrooms. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.